Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Capricorn for the week of May 29th, 2023. Hello, my Cappies. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie, and thank you for everyone who has by liking, subscribing, and sharing, and thank you for everyone who has. So there's a lot of positive changes coming up this week. We have a fire trine happening, an air trine happening. Neptune is forming a kite energy. Saturn is forming a water trine, and the South Node is still forming a kite energy. Those of you in your early 20s or even late 20s and teens, you can be more relatable or have better relationships at this time with father. For some of you, could actually be living with father for the time being. Those of you who are off to college, or those of you who have like parents who are separated, you can also be spending more time with father's side of the family, or this could be a family reunion, or you could be going like living on father's side of the family, or the focus could be more on them during this time period, and staying with father for the summer because you're divorced and things like that. You can be bonding more with father, spending more time with father with this energy, so the focus on father and father's side of the family at this time and keeping more in contact with them. You are taking on more of a leadership position with family, friends whom are like family, or with other people. You could be also taking on a leadership position that way. This could be receiving some much needed good news in regards to property matters or dealing with inheritance. You do have a stellium in your 5th house. This can be a busy time for your career, more hours, more responsibilities. You can be placed in a leadership position when it comes to career, or the focus can be more towards family outside the home. You can at this time have a reconciliation with family. This could be also creating more balance in your life by spending more time with your spending more time on your personal life, as well as spending a certain amount of time with work. So therefore, you're gaining the best of both worlds at this time. This is a great time to mingle. If you're single with this energy, you can be looking for stability now, or wanting to be in a stable relationship at this time. For some of you, especially males, you could be on the hunt for a serious love relationship at this time. You have less work to keep up on than usual. This is also laziness and lack of productivity. Despite this, employers and co-workers are not complaining, or you could be recovering because of health issues at this time, so everybody's a bit more sympathetic towards you. Then on Tuesday, your financial stability and your emotional stability at this time is great. You have a stellium in your 8th house, so you are and a stellium in your 5th house in the sign of Taurus. This is all about emotional stability and financial security. For some of you, this could be more about focusing on career at this time, and focusing on creating more stability in regards into career, because you want to create that little thumbprint in your life. So you're more about your career. Then you have a stellium in your 8th house, which means that for some of you, your sex life can drop at this time. You could be more rigid, especially the women, could be more rigid, or relationships with love for those of you could be very difficult at this time, especially those of you in your 20s. This could be a time period where you're delving more into spirituality at this time. You also have a yod happening with the first, 5th, and 7th house. For some of you, this is reconnecting with people from your past and having some much needed conversations. You could be making a point to allow other people in and being more open and honest about your feelings and creating healthy boundaries with others. This could also be truth being revealed. If someone has been hiding the truth from you, you can be leaving this relationship. I feel also this could be separation or loss. So if someone's passing was a mystery, this could be truth being revealed, or getting closure about their passing, or this could be falling out with someone from your life and a lot of truth being revealed between the two of you. All of a sudden, it's like revelations. It's like, wow, you couldn't tell me this during our marriage, but you tell me now. This is nice. It's like that's helpful. Wednesday, not the easiest time for you when dealing with other people, because other people want to take on you take on their responsibilities, or they want you to help or cover their shifts. So you can be feeling a lot of pressure from other people. Expect relationships to change now because of things you won't do for them or they won't do for you. It's time of isolation and solitude. This is a heavy energy time, and we're coming up with Pluto going back into your house. So during that time period with Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn, it means you feel the weight of the world on your shoulder. You may feel disoriented while running errands around around town. For some of you this week, expect the unexpected, or certain things or people may no longer apply in your life. You may feel you are misunderstood by the women who are close to you, or maybe you don't fully understand their emotions. As a result, you're on the path of integrating your emotions. This means that you are needing to nurture and accept the feminine aspect of your own nature. As a result, you're understanding the women in your life a little bit more. This could bring about growth for some of you. A sense of loss is also lessened during this time period. It is a good time for a medical checkup. Illnesses associated with fluid retention could be happening, so be careful with your salt intake. Obligations at work tend to interfere with your personal life. This is a time when your personal life needs and your responsibilities to others are at odds with each other. It seems as though something must give because you find that you cannot do both. For instance, your employer may be especially demanding now and insist that you work late. By the time you get home, your loved ones are unhappy you weren't home for dinner or on time, and that you were too tired to do the plans that you guys were supposed to do later on. So you could be kind of like trying to bail out on certain plans because you're just too tired, because you had to work late and everything. All right, so you could be having like some domestic strife in regards to that. Then Thursday, for some of you, whatever you've been putting off now is catching up with you, and it's making you feel like some kind of way. For example, like if you like have too much clutter in your house, it could be you could be feeling very reactive because of it and stuff like that. I know, like Taurus, if the house gets too cluttered or disorganized, they become very depressed. They actually stay out of the house more than usual as well. So you could be finding like that happening during this time period as well. For some of you, this could be certain things catching up with you around the home at this time. And it could be hard for you because this could be a very busy time for you to maintain certain responsibilities or certain routines, like taking care of your pets at this time. So you can be very grouchy at this time. The focus is more towards your personal life and dealing with home and home responsibilities or family responsibilities. This could be wanting to move, but you can't move because you have to tie up loose ends happening around the home. You can be more open-minded to new experiences or stepping out of your routine. You can appreciate the change of pace of scenery. Other people can find you to be reliable. This is a busy time for you, so don't expect plans to work out exactly as planned. Knowledge is power. You may advance in your career because you are in possession of secrets. This is a great time for communications with this energy because it can have an impact on other people, and people could be really listening to you at this time. You're receiving your thank you and recognition. For some of you, you can be dealing with some kind of inspection at work. You may not pass it because it could be dealing with somebody that doesn't like you anyways at this time, so they could be very nitpicky. And it could be a situation too where they're going to look at you and smile because they know they're being an ass right now, and you're just kind of like, it's like that kind of situation could be going on. So be extra vigilant when it comes to making sure all your P's and Q's are dotted. Friday, you have a harder time reading other people's body languages. Acquaintances may not be truthful to you as often as you like. You tend to see what you want to see at this time in others now, and really not for the best. So I would be careful with the dialogue in your brain because you could be really way off. Don't go assuming. It is possible that someone is misrepresenting themselves to you now and that you are not aware of it. When you realize that other people are not who that you expect them to be, or they're not keeping their promises with you, you may become very disillusioned and disappointed in this person. I see impractical matters in regards to finances. You may lack discrimination when necessary to make appropriate assessments of an item of its true value, and consequently you may end up paying too much for the item. Your artistic imagination and creativity may inspire you now. New people are coming into your life, or this could be online dating, or you could be dealing with a symbiotic relationship, someone at work or with a group of friends, and you can be crushing on someone, but you can be idealizing this person in your head. So careful with doing that. Your time to get to know this person. For others of you, you may be romanticizing new friendships coming into your life. So careful with this energy at this time. Alrighty, so I see, again, good news. He keeps popping up first. Good news is coming up. Traveling is coming up this week because some of you are dealing with Memorial Day week. This could be you dealing with your responsibilities at this time, securing your bag with this energy, dealing with financial matters, being a perfectionist at work, throwing yourself into work, creating your own reality at this time with this energy, scared to create your own reality, scared to make changes in your life at this time. With this energy, because maybe for some of you that may mean that you may lose certain powers at this time over certain people. So that's why you're not trying to leave certain situations at this time, because you like being in control. You like having the power. So you're reluctant to leave certain situations because you still want to be in charge. You still want that power, or you don't want other people to think that they won. Okay, and that's why you're leaving. So you stay in the situation because you're prideful and you don't want people to think that they won and that you left because of them. So it could be that kind of situation. The Seven of Swords, I feel like you can be looking at other jobs for some of you and just seeing your options at this time. You could be trying to transfer out of a situation for some of you, or you could be working on a top secret project at this time. For others of you, you could be more quiet and to yourself. The Wheel of Fortune card, expect the unexpected at this time with this energy. You can be more quiet and to yourself, like I was saying. I feel like you may have a steep and rewarding learning curve happening at this time with this energy here. So that could be like about anything. So be careful with that. The Six of Coins, I feel for some of you here, you may have lessons with your giving energy at this time. So that could be the steep learning curve that you may have. And it's just going to teach you to be careful with your giving or how much you do for other people at this time. So I would be careful how much free things you do for others. This could be riding on somebody's coattails. And let's say the person is like super famous, right? And you could be a friend of theirs and you like kind of act like their assistant and you expecting them to like be about your brand and help you grow, and none of that. None of that happens. And then you end up having a falling out with this person. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You have a falling out with this person because you got them to where they needed to be and now they don't need you no more, right? You could also be dealing with a strong leader at this time with this energy here as well this week. The Five of Cups, you can be going through it emotionally. This is regrets. This is should have, would have, could have energy here as well. I feel for some of you, you can be more in hermit mode at this time and being more quiet and to yourself this week with this energy. You could be a little bit in your feelings, so be careful with that. The Four of Swords is a time of introspection. You can be delving into self-care at this time and treating yourself and being kinder to yourself this week. The Two of Swords, people in your life are loyal to you. This could be an ex that's still loyal to you and still thinks about you and talks about you with this energy. The Nine of Swords, this could be dealing with depression. This could be dealing with backstabbing or betrayal happening. Confrontation can be happening at this time. I feel like you're not over the past with this energy, and this could be you projecting the past onto other people at this time with this energy, so be careful with that. You're not thinking logically at this time, so be careful with decisions that you make. Be careful with ultimatums that you give to other people because you think that's going to hurt them. Nope. Okay, the Four of Wands, I feel like you can be more to yourself. For others of you, the focus can be on home, your stability, your financial security at this time. The Tower card talks of a move happening with this energy here as well. For some of you, certain things can be out of your control. Whatever you were sitting on the fence about, you can no longer sit on the fence about it. You have to move. You have to do something with this energy, or a decision's going to be made for you. For some of you, this could be a move happening. The Queen of Swords, I feel like with this energy here, that you can be you need to watch your emotional self this week because you can be really going through it at this time emotionally, and you could just be like very snarky or very snappish with certain people. I feel like you could be very, very sensitive, like Scorpio's reading. I saw them being very sensitive this week. So this could be you being very sensitive because you're very busy this week. And it can be like a lot of things could be like very disorganized, either in the office at this time, because it's just a lot of stuff going on at the same time. So it could be a little bit of a handful, or this could be you having your own business at home and then dealing with all this stuff, so it could be very daunting for you during this time period. So watch your emotional self at this time with this energy, okay? I feel like for some of you, you could be breaking free from certain obligations or certain trivial things that don't mean nothing to you. This could be like having to like give money to friends or people like that who are always about drama or codependent relationships, and you could be walking away from those codependent relationships during this time period because you realize you're not getting nothing from the situation, okay? You are a perfectionist this week. You are reinventing yourself. Ooh, cool. For some of you here, this is dealing with the health field or you work in the health profession. The Eight of Swords, yeah, you're going through it emotionally. You're holding on to the past. You need to stop gnawing on that damn bone and let the hell go. Let it go, okay? All right, Elsa, let it the damn go. The King of Cups, you can be a stickler for the rules with this energy here. You can be more work-oriented, focusing on career at this time with this energy. The Ten of Cups, I feel like this is clarity. This could be dealing with family. This is your perspective and outlook on life changing. You're ready to walk away from a water sign in your life with this energy here, okay? I feel like you're more about your financial security at this time. You're very giving to this person, but this person is not connecting with you and you don't appreciate it. This could be dealing with your children at this time and you not getting along with certain children and cutting them off. I feel like you can be reconnecting with people from your past at this time with this energy. You can be getting reprimanded this week, so be careful with this energy when dealing with others. You could be crushing on somebody and you have a very intense connection with this person here. With this energy, okay? But you're allowing your emotional self to kind of dictate this relationship, so you're kind of hurt and you're scared to move forward with this relationship. You're scared to reach out and say anything to anybody at this time. The Empress card, I feel you're dealing with buyer's remorse, or you may be spending money on your children because you have to. So you could be feeling the crunch of that, you know, and it can like affect you a little bit. So be careful because you can be dictated by your emotional self and it can make you grouchy this week with this energy. So just like be careful with your emotional self. This is a busy week for you as well. For some of you, you're gaining confidence in relationships. So this could be a new love relationship or your current love relationship. And, you know, your partner could be doting on you or just showing you emotional validation. They could be defending the relationship or they could be fighting for you at this time and you may hear about it. For others of you, you're scared to move forward with love. You're scared to fall in love. You're holding back. You're scared to be in a relationship. For some of you, this is a long distance relationship at this time. For others of you, you're separated and you're taking a break from your partner with this energy. So you see them pretty much infrequently at this time as well with this energy. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind, but again, you're holding yourself back, okay? It doesn't have to be necessarily with love, but whatever it is, whatever changes that are coming up, you are your own worst enemy at this time and you're kind of holding yourself back at this time. You know, so just know that. So it's not the easiest energy time for you emotionally when it comes to making moves that you want to make, you know. So you could be like almost like very wishy-washy, but really you're being dictated by your emotional self. You need like a lot of convincing in order for you to move forward. The Knight of Swords, I do see a reconciliation if you allow it, okay? So for some of you, this could be just a reconciliation with somebody that you had a falling out with this energy. But I feel like this person is going to create boundaries with you. This could be an ex coming back, but they're going to create boundaries with you at this time. The Ten of Swords, this could be starting over in certain areas of your life. Reversal of Fortune, this is the Wheel of Fortune card. The Queen of Cups, go with the flow with this week with this energy. I do see you crushing on somebody. I do see that you still have strong feelings for certain people in your life. I do see that happening as well, but you may not do anything about it, okay? The Four of Coins, I feel like you can be very stubborn and stuck in your ways of feelings. You don't want to get hurt, you know. You just have like a lot of water and swords, you know, and this is not the best cards emotionally. You don't want to get hurt with your feelings. And the Magician card, as above, so below. I feel like you can be dealing with a manipulative person or a liar. I do see a reconnection. So either you're reconnecting with an ex or somebody that you had a crush on, or this is just like people coming back from your life, from your past, reaching out to you and wanting to reconnect with you because they miss you, okay? I love you, my Cappies. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses.